Good evening, everyone. My name is Djaka Blais, and I'm the Executive Director of Hogan's Alley Society. Our mission is to improve the lives of Black people through inclusive housing, cultural programs, and community spaces. Central to our vision is the understanding that a community hub is far more than just a physical space. It's a powerful catalyst for enriching lives, fostering a profound sense of community, and nurturing a shared sense of belonging. It is without a doubt a vital cornerstone of our inclusive housing initiatives. And that's why we're establishing a Black-led community land trust in Vancouver. Housing is a fundamental human right, and it's a foundation for achieving economic, social, and racial equity. Yet for far too long, Black communities have faced barriers to accessing safe, affordable, and inclusive housing. In the Metro Vancouver 2023 point-in-time homeless count, Black community members found themselves once again overrepresented, with 6% of respondents identifying as Black, whereas they only comprise 1.2% of the population. Hogan's Alley Housing Solutions Lab research report revealed recent census data from 2016 and 2021 emphasizing the significant rent burden experienced by Black renters in Metro Vancouver, and this affecting them across various living arrangements. Black renters face several challenges in their housing search and ability to maintain rental housing that meets their unique needs, including a lack of affordable and suitable housing options, a lack of Black community enclaves, anti-Black racism, discriminatory government policies, and a lack of race-based data collection. But as advocates and activists, we're not here just to dwell on problems. We are here to discuss and celebrate solutions. So Hogan's Alley Society has been working over the last few years to deliver some key solutions. Hogan's Alley was a T-shaped alley in Vancouver's second oldest neighborhood. It became a multicultural enclave and the nucleus of Vancouver's first Black community, which started settling there in the early 1900s. Through a series of racist municipal and federal policies, including federally funded urban renewal and eventually the building of the Georgia and Dunsmuir viaducts, the community was displaced and the heart of the Black community was lost. Hogan's Alley Society is dedicated to revitalizing the historic Black presence in Hogan's Alley and daylighting Black communities more broadly in Metro Vancouver. And our mission is to ensure that Black communities are not only remembered, but also provided with the spaces and housing we need to foster a more inclusive and equitable city. We're doing this through three strategic pillars: culturally informed housing, establishing a community land trust, and community engagement. One of our key solutions is the creation of Afrocentric, affordable, and culturally sensitive housing. We've been building our capacity as a culturally informed and centered housing provider through partnerships, research, and service delivery. By integrating the cultural heritage and unique needs of Black community, this approach ensures that housing is more than just a shelter. It becomes a place of belonging, healing, and empowerment. This is complemented by our community care program, which offers cultural support and programming and basic needs for Black and African diaspora community members. We connect residents with elders and teachers in addition to land-based programming. We also offer intervention and advocacy for the Metro Vancouver Black African diaspora with emergency housing needs to set up their housing and avert eviction for folks that experience homelessness and housing uncertainty. For all our programs, we're building strategies and implementing supportive practices to safeguard program participants, clients, and staff from ongoing forms of anti-Black racism experienced when attempting to access rental housing and navigate the supportive services. We're also building our own organizational structure, governance, and policies through a decolonized and anti-oppressive lens, centering a culture of care for community, the individuals we work with, and for ourselves. Our second area is developing built spaces for Black communities, in particular the Hogan's Alley block, which will deliver a cultural center, affordable housing, and small business space, as well as childcare facilities. This initiative follows an MOU that we signed with the City of Vancouver in September 2022 and aims to address historical harm to the development of Black and African diasporic communities in Vancouver caused by the city through a series of actions and policies over multiple decades that displaced community, impacting Black communities' overall presence and development in Vancouver. These developments will be grounded in a community land trust, which will protect affordability in the long term and mitigate against the further displacement of Black communities. Finally, our third area of focus is on community building through engagement, collaboration, research, and public education. has been engaging in research-driven community development and advocacy for policy change focused on issues of importance to the Black communities in collaboration with various partners. Our key current research initiative is the Hogan's Alley Housing Solutions Lab, which is providing a deeper understanding of the challenges faced by Black communities in Metro Vancouver around accessing equitable housing and creating safe, affordable, accessible, and suitable housing solutions for Black Canadians. We recognize that it takes a village, and that's why we're dedicating our resources and effort to convene Black communities to support community building, leverage efforts, engage in collective visioning. We're also prioritizing building and nurturing relationships with Indigenous communities, our neighbors, allies, community partners, government, and the general public. As we work towards the development of the Hogan's Alley block, we want to attract more members of the Black and African diasporic communities, organizations, and businesses to the area. And because Hogan's Alley was once the heart of the Black community and a hopeful, multiracial, and multi-ethnic community in the heart of Vancouver, and these efforts will once again ensure that it will be that again. So in closing, the critical need for inclusive housing in Black communities has long been overlooked. Housing is not just about shelter, it's about dignity, equity, and a place where people can thrive. A community hub embedded in a community land trust protects community bonds, affordability, and prevents displacement. Hogan's Alley Society stands as an example of what's possible when a community comes together with dedication, vision, and a relentless commitment to righting past wrongs. And by focusing on Afrocentric, affordable, and culturally sensitive housing, we're creating more than just homes. We're creating places of belonging, healing, and empowerment. Thank you.